I told him it was like, nice time on. I watched the video and it was sound just regular.
Yeah. Did you have your coffee? That's very surprising. All right. Welcome back to another episode of I Gotta Win the Lotto. The minute I learned how to each time you ready,
Yeah, lucky.
And you know what? Did you see the whole February Gets Hilarious thing?
I did actually.
How did you feel about that?
I like sexy. So I feel like she was trolling a little bit too.
Sexy?
Like Jess, cause Jess be trolling.
It's like a comedian.
Like I don't think there's no hard feelings between Sexy and her. But also I went and I saw the clip that they were talking about. And Jess didn't necessarily say anything bad about Sexy. Mm-hmm. It was more so like it was something
like she was being funny, baby.
Yeah,
but it wasn't like
she was like, "You sure it's the condom?"
Yeah.
And the way Sexy was in that interview, I mean, she also came from, but the way she was in that interview before I didn't know what she was talking about. I had to go see the clip she was talking about. Mm-hmm. But the way she was in the interview, I was thinking that Jess just like
went in on her. I thought she like a whole like always doing too much, like this. You know, right. Saying what more people will be saying in the comments, but that wasn't even like
it was more so like a joke. And then Jess was, I feel like in that interview, I don't know, Jess knew the most about sex. Like Jess was actually asking real questions, and the dudes was just kind of
chilling and asking her best questions, like, so your STD. You know what I'm saying? Like just question that everybody be asking her.
Basic questions. Probably just because of the time.
I'm not like she don't like it. I think she be like, I ain't gonna, that's whatever. Like,
yeah, she don't mess with her. Like, but
I like, I didn't think it was that outrageous either. No, I was just like, what is this?
This tastes good. You guys, this is tropical. It is a marshmallow. It's something good. It's tropical like, mango marshmallow from the Oriental. I think saying Oriental is racist. I don't think that's the proper term.
That's nothing. Bro, what is racist? It was not. What's homophobic and what's not? Like, obviously, argue with somebody who's gay. I'm not gonna be like,
look, if I did to hurt somebody's feelings,
yeah, say something like
that. I don't actually say that. Because think about it. What they all say to hurt mine.
But that's true. That's very true. But my thing is like, okay, we know obviously that you're saying it's not hurt me, so you know it's wrong.
Yeah, like,
but some of the other stuff, they just be like, all right now, like when it was like you're a cis woman or a cis female, I'm like, no, I'm a female. Like, you really want?
I don't even know what that means. And then I feel like
when you say like you're a natural born female, and I'm like, and you're a female.
You sound like a hater. I don't know. And then, but like also like I feel like when you say you don't know about something that has to do with that conversation, like the labeling and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They not dumb you down, but I feel like they'd be like, "Oh, you uneducated. You should."
This episode of I Gotta Win the Lotto is brought to you by Eye Candy by Lily. Eye Candy by Lily, it's more than just beauty. It's more than just enhancements. It's everything you need at your fingertips. She has 20 to 23 millimeter lashes, butterfly lashes, colored lashes, rhinestone lashes, eyeliner, lip liner, lip gloss, press-on nails, everything you need to look right for you, your man, and everybody else. So head on over to her website, eyecandybylily.com. Same thing for Instagram, Twitter, and check out what she got going on.
Be more educated on this.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to be funny, but it's something new every other week.
No, for real.
So
and like, you say that I should be calling y'all this, that, and third, and this way, but then I got so and so over here saying no, and like it don't matter. Y'all not even agreeing on who should be called.
Yes, bro. So I was like,
dang. Even like, hey, this sounds so funny. I thought people be thinking I'm trying to be funny, like even at work, right? So we get a lot of them. Mm-hmm. See, we get a lot, and even that sound bad.
That's what I've been told is that you can ask them, like, what are your pronouns? And they'll just be like, oh, well, I go by she or her or he or him or them or whatever.
But see, sometimes even asking them, they get offended.
What do you want from me?
Exactly.
Girl, I gotta tell you what my journey did. All right. So I'm on the phone with Nita. And she's in Home Depot or Lowe's, one of them department you have to it. So it was a young lady, but she was a stud. So she had like the baggy pants, the big shirt, the scully cap. Like I ain't gonna lie, she looked like a dude.
Like
but,
a
yeah. So, but you know, I saw her right there in FaceTime. They come, Lord, that
should have never did that.
I can't because I come back to that. But so yeah, she looked like a dude. But I could tell like she got a little softness in the face, and she might be a girl. So my granny needed help, so I was like, "What? That's somebody next to me." And she was like, "I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be funny. Are you a she or a he?" I eat that jump. I was like, Juanita.
But I mean, she be honestly.
She is being honest. And she wasn't trying to be funny. She didn't know what to call the person. And the girl started busting out laughing. It's so old to get over anything. So she was just like, I'm a girl. She was like, okay, young lady, can you help me find the shower heads? And she helped cheat. Like, she thought it was funny. But if that happened, somebody else got off of bed, and then them like, well, first of all, I would have cut her.
Somebody younger.
Oh, God. But, like, she genuinely didn't know. But you take up the internet, and somebody will be so quick to be like, oh, she's ignorant. And it's like, what?
Shit for myself. I'm supposed to keep
Exactly.
What you want to be called.
Exactly.
That's why I just say they them, because most of them want to be called they them. And if I say they them, you can't really fault me because I'm not calling you a he and I'm not calling you a she. And it's just easier for me to oh they them.
Yeah, I like they over there. Like, what do you want to go by?
Right. But at the same time, why should I have to walk up to every single last person that I need to come in contact with, or every single last person that I need to ask a simple question? Mm-hmm. And the first question I ask them is, where are you from? What's your pronouns? What's your ethnicity? Where are you from?
Okay, me personally,
you know,
like I want to do with every person I come across. Like, if I could tell you a boy, I like unless you like really dress like a girl, I'm gonna assume that you want to be called like not even trying to be funny. Mm-hmm. But if I can tell you a girl, I'm like, hey, man, or I'll be like, hey, sir. If I can tell you're a guy. Now, if you dress like, what's that, propose? Yeah, like, if you dress like that, but I can still tell you, I'm going to be like, man. Because obviously, like, come on now.
Obviously, that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
But at the same time, why should
I? And now if you correct me, I will correct myself. I'll be like, oh, I'm sorry, sir. But some people can get so offended, and it's like,
don't be mad at me because that's how you're presenting.
Yeah, and it's like, this whole cancel thing. I think, like, when cancel culture first started, I was like, it was messing up a lot of people's careers. But now, sorry, sitting here in the mic. But now, I feel like as long as you don't give it no energy, then it go away. Like, people just forget because people are so fickle. And it's like, always the next thing.
Yeah. I would say it depends on your stature, what you say, what you say. Because for some people, it go away. For some people, that's what people know you as. Like, for instance, like, steak wasn't very popular or super known in the beginning, right? So then you do something controversial,
yeah,
and that makes you famous. Now people know you as, oh, that's the person that said that. And now you kind of spending your whole time trying to change the narrative about yourself.
That's like, what's your, I watch that. I'm sorry, I'll try to edit out the dryer. But,
getting busy.
But I guess kind of like Kim Kardashian. Like, she was known for being around celebrities and being Paris Hilton. Like, she was known for fucking yes. And that's what blew her up.
Well.
And then, but now it's like, I don't want to say people forgot about that. Obviously, like,
it's more of a joke now.
Yeah. But now, like, who she is now, it's like, you know her for skin. You know her for keeping up with Kardashian. You know her for, like, like, her exes or whatever. Like, people don't, that's not the first thing they think of when you think about
right. For some. But yeah, it's not. That's not her. That's because she has other accomplishments.
Yeah.
But also because she had money and all that around her, I think she was also able to change her name. That's why I was saying it depends on what you come from. Like for her, before the Reddit situation, she was already in the limelight. They already had Kim Kardashian. Their family was already known.
Was Kim Kardashian before the 16?
I think it was. They were season 1.
I don't think so.
Well, they were already famous from.
I mean, the stepdad and her mom. And, yeah, her real dad.
Yeah, like they was already famous. Who they were, and they had money from that.
Yeah.
They weren't like.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that. But yeah, okay. I feel like with Keke Palmer.
Yeah,
yeah, like even though obviously when everything first came out, it was like, oh, Keke Palmer, Keke Palmer.
Yeah.
But like you see, she's not feeding into it. So it's like, and let's say bring up another court document and like shade you forth or something, people gonna talk about it. Other than that girl talk about it, so nobody else talk about it.
Even before that though, they was doing my girl Keeps You Wrong actually. When she went to that event, and then when she went to that event and he commented that he was like, "You're a mother," blah, blah, blah.
Oh
yeah. Almost like people was on his side.
Yeah.
It's like y'all don't even know what they got going on.
Now sometimes I play around with the meaning and I'll be like, come on, you're a mom. But you know, I don't mean it. But yeah, like that whole like you're a mom or you're a mother thing. I'm not saying to be twerking on the car at the red light, but that don't mean just because I don't have no kids. Okay? But hello. But just because like you might be a mom now, or I might be a mom now, that doesn't mean that I can't still have fun.
I'm gonna say this. You knew who I was before I gave birth to
Hello.
children.
Come on.
And I'm still that person.
It's also tuned in last episode and you saw the one with my mom. Obviously, my good sis was outside. Okay, she wasn't on the porch. She was in the street. And even when she had kids, now she was doing some other stuff too. But when she was doing right, and same thing about that, like he was still going out. I feel like
people feel like
you handle your responsibility, right, and then you still can do.
I feel like some people feel like when you have a child, your life just kind of stops.
I would say,
and I don't think that your life stops. I think that you just get a new addition to your life that changes its course. That does not mean you have to stop being who you are. You just add being a mother or being a parent.
And you're grown.
Exactly. You're just grown now with a child, and there are some things you might do differently.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when it comes to, I know some people, their hygiene change when they get kids, or like the way they clean change, like, you know, just little things, but you may still be who you are outside of being a mom.
Yeah, because like, if one thing I learned from all our friends, just popping up thing on left and right, boy, is that like, life does not stop. It may get put on pause for certain things, like, okay, I can't go out like that because like my baby is so fresh, or like I don't have a sitter or like something like that, or if I want to just do this, I had to check my funds to make sure like, okay, this guy, yeah, like, and it wasn't even nothing crazy. I don't mean mom was way worse than that. And my granny be talking.
Man, these moms be sippers. So let's cut it. As they making that bread for their child and take care of their kids, they call it a great mother. And they out here sippers showing their body. So a mom can't wear what?
I thought it was pretty. Like, with that whole situation, I'm not gonna go into it for real. But I feel like before she even left the house, they got into it about her outfit.
Probably.
He posted something when he saw that video of her dancing with Usher.
Was jealous.
And he basically, what he already told her, he thought in it. And that's what it was. Yep. Like, that is what it is. Now, that whole other stuff, oh no. What? That nigga got going on.
Crazy. Them is what some of these men be like behind closed doors.
Nothing in between the watching.
Yep, that's what some of these men like behind closed doors.
I have two deal breakers when it comes to relationships. One is cheating.
Yeah.
Because it's like, man, once you break my trust, it's always gonna be in the back of my mind. And that doesn't mean I hate you, and it's just can't do it.
Fool with you because you did it to me once before.
Yes.
Well,
and I'm never gonna be able to really open myself up to you again like that because I'm just gonna keep thinking like, no, I can't do this. So one is cheating, and you put your hand on me, it's gonna be a lot of sad singing and slow dragging. Yes. Because somebody gonna die. Bro, listen. I'm gonna call my daddy and I'm gonna listen. I need you to get the truth because I can't. No, what? You hit me. Well, by the time the police get here, we both gonna tear this house up because no, I a man put his hands on a woman, and that's another thing.
It's crazy.
When women antagonize the man.
Yeah, I know, and then they cry. I don't want to say cry victim because when they, like I don't have no, like I still feel bad because at the end of the day you shouldn't put your hands on a female, but everybody got a breaking point.
Yeah, because you always have the choice to walk away.
Exactly, but everybody do have a breaking point. And as a man, if you constantly let a woman antagonize you, but you never did anything, I commend you for not doing anything.
I do.
She just broke you.
Yeah, because
if she was,
imagine you really get in an argument. It's like, I mean, you shouldn't put your hands on him, but like, you know, if you mush his face or something like that, he can just like, you know what? There you go, one more time, and he can just walk away. When you go up to him and you do it again, he can't get mad about him, slap you back.
Because he just do a spin around time, like baby boy.
You was stupid. But no, like, for real, because girl, you slap me.
You know what? I support it either way. A man putting your hands on a female and a female putting your hands on a man. And I feel like there's a lot of women out there that feel like, oh, it's not the same thing, it's not the same thing,
because a woman's strength can never compare to a man's strength.
Right,
but
at the same
it's
time,
the same principle. Yeah, it's the same principle.
Y'all are both human. You could still hurt that person.
Yeah.
Whether you're a female, male, whatever, by putting your hands on. You know,
and for a female, like, we can play dirty. I'm gonna do something to make it hurt now.
Right. Using weapons, all that type of stuff. It's
so, yeah.
It's just easier for females to get away with it because they can usually say, oh, I was protecting myself. Third is because of Virginia, like, but more often than not, it is men.
Yeah. And that's a big deal breaker for me. Yeah. What's a deal breaker for you?
I say now. I feel like
it's different.
It's different now that I'm a little bit older.
Yeah.
Back then I dealt with some stuff, but cheating, definitely. Cheating. Putting my hands on me. And I feel like I should be almost top priority to a person. So it depends on what else you got going on, but I almost feel like I should be your top priority. Because you're going to be my top priority. Yeah. In most situations, I'm probably going to be thinking about you or how you would feel. You know, like, like if I'm just out, and that's just how I am. I'm a good person. If I'm just out or whatever, like say I'll buy stuff for myself. If you my top,
you're gonna think about picking something.
Right, I'm gonna think about getting something too. It's not. I'm never all just about. It's always, oh, this is nice for me, but what they got for him in here? Oh,
they got a buy one get one. Well, I'm gonna give me a graphic tee. I'm gonna give you a graphic tee.
I feel like that should be reciprocated. I don't know. I also feel like that same energy you put into chasing me to get me.
Keep it up.
Keep that same energy.
Keep it up.
Get me.
Yeah, like
not. Now it's kind of done laid back. You know, we started this.
Exactly.
Or we started like
and it's not even be about like money. Like
no, just
like,
simple things.
Think about that whole dumb debate about cheesecake and Applebee's. First of all,
it's supposed to food good. Because I'm not paying anyway.
But it's not even about that. Like, I know we can't do ocean crime every night. We got ocean crime money for every night. I understand that.
When I know you paying, you're not no
but like,
you're not no scammer.
Yeah. Like, I know what you do.
Right.
But like, some flowers from the grocery store. Or like, you might have, my feet get cold at night. So you bought me some fluffy stuff.
The simple thing.
It's just simple thing.
And it's almost like men, I don't know, I feel like some men forget about the simple things once they get you. It's just like,
you're funny.
Remember when you did that for me? Out the blue, I asked for it? You not doing something out the blue no more?
Yeah.
You gave me that expectation of me. That's the other thing. It's not me just coming with these expectations.
And that be the thing, like, when you are, like, first talking to somebody or dating them, don't be that person. And dudes do this a lot. Like, don't be that person to where you want to make sure everything going right, or like you trying to make everything perfect, or like you're not being yourself. Because when that girl really gets to know you, and she gonna be like,
hold on.
yeah, because you're not gonna be able to keep that up because that's not who you are.
Like, excuse me, who are you?
Yeah,
yeah.
Like just be yourself,
and the right
because they gonna see through it every time.
Exactly. Be yourself, and the right person will come along.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't understand dudes though.
What do you mean?
Just like that, I feel like dudes feel like they gotta put on sometimes for a female, and it's like if you gotta put on for a female, that's not the female you need.
Exactly.
Because you can't. You can put on every day.
Exactly.
You're gonna be exhausted.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you're gonna drive yourself crazy trying to be something that you're not.
For somebody that's like
that you don't even know if you're gonna really be with this person for real.
Exactly. Especially at this age, I'm like, y'all niggas still putting on. I mean, I'm not 30, but I always like to use the age in your 30s. Y'all in y'all 30s
and putting on,
and still putting on for these young hoes that don't want you for real. They just want you for what you putting on about, whatever car you drive and the money you got, and they want you to take them out on dates to these expensive TikTok restaurants so that they can post about it and then talk about you later on their TikTok.
Man, is it getting hot in here? And Lord, it's getting hot in here. And that's nothing like the whole. How do you feel about like the dating to marry thing?
What do you mean by that?
Cause like some people, they'll go into like every like talking stage or relationship and be like, "Oh, I'm dating to marry," and I always felt like, I don't know if it was because I was raised by a man. And obviously my daddy just had like women coming up and do the house. Like he wasn't, he was never that type of guy. But it's just like, even though you can kind of get caught up, like how like you kind of start dreaming and being like, oh, we could do this or we could be that, this whatever. But you know, like that this person, like for real,
right? We just having fun.
Yeah, like this person I'm just having fun with. This person, I'm doing what it's not to do. This person, they feel like you know. So when people be like, I'm dating and married, you're dating and married in every relationship that you get in?
I mean, I feel like some people, I guess I'm on the fence about that because some people are like that, which then kind of helps them weed out certain people.
I get that.
I feel like that's their mindset when they're dating.
Yeah.
Like they might get into a relationship with somebody, and if they do something that's not in the lines of what they would see themselves marrying, I'm not going to sit here and play with you.
And I feel like once you get to a certain age, then yeah, I can see you doing that. I understand that. But like, not.
I feel like you should enjoy yourself while you're dating. Like you said, marriage can be in the back of your head, but you can enjoy yourself while you're dating. Like for me, for instance, right? There's some things. So I'm not big on marriage. Like, oh my god, we gotta get married. Like I joke, with dating, like, oh, we have to get married, but everybody, like all my friends, whatever, they know. I'm big on like marriage. I am a relationship person.
Yeah.
But I was never like oh my god, I can't wait to get married. I can't wait to this. Da, da, da. I'm not big on marriage, but there are certain things that I'm like, if I do this, this is something I would do with my husband. Type. There's just certain things I'm like, I wouldn't do that. I would save that for whoever I'm with. But I'm not dating necessarily to marry. Maybe after I've been with somebody for like a year, that might be a thought that pops up in the back of my head, like, can I marry this person? Can I see myself through it? Am I wasting my time? Like, this is that and third.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like enjoying yourself while you're dating, but also knowing what you want in the person that you are dating. Regardless if you're thinking about marriage.
Because I feel like if you're so stuck on like, oh, this is that third, like, by the time you get,
you're gonna never find a person.
Exactly. And like by the time you get to like month 3, I mean, I feel like guys, they know off the bat, like for real, they gonna try to take this girl seriously. But females, like, why do you think by 3, 6, you kind of figure out, okay, do I want to stay in this or like,
right? Is it because I feel like for females, we kind of base it off of also the things that the dude has necessarily been through with us, like what has happened in this relationship with me.
And then sometimes we'll compare to past dudes that we dealt with.
And it's like, that's a red flag. Exactly. That's feel about red flags, by the way. Like, you know how some folks, they see a red flag and they're like, nah, that ain't. Like, what do you believe in red flags in the sense of like,
oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, okay.
If you see it, girl, run.
Yeah.
Run. But I feel like people use like red flags too loosely. Like, if that's just how the person is, that's not a red flag, that's them. Like, what's a good example? Feel like okay, sometimes teacher man. Don't get me wrong. I love teacher man.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes, girl, please. Sometimes he has the attention of a squirrel. But that's that ADHD in him. And that's just who he is. So it's not a red flag. Like, that's just me having to work on my patience.
I see what you see. That's a good.
But yeah, like, but if he was like somebody who was just like dirty or like had bad hygiene, that's a red flag.
Right.
That's like, that's how you keep your house.
Right. Him having that little kid attention span is something you can work on. Is something he can
exactly. And it's like, I can't get mad that, oh, you just da-da-da-da. Like, that's who he is. Sometimes he takes me to my limit. Sometimes he takes me to my limit. But that's also, like I said, me working with my patience. And it's like, you know, you work on this and I'm working on it. And we gonna work on it together.
We're gonna be in the middle.
Yeah.
Figure something out. Yeah, I feel like people use red.
Like, people get mad at people for who they are.
They do. And it's like, but you knew this is who this person was.
But you knew this.
You thought you could change them?
And you chose to stay.
Don't call it a red flag. If anything, that's a red flag for you. It's yourself.
That you're willing to really bend that bad for a person, and you know you don't even like you hated about them.
That you'll stay with a person even though you see something that you don't like in them, and then you basically fault them because you don't like something in them. Don't stay with them.
Exactly.
I don't. Yeah.
But that's that comfortability. Some people they're comfortable or they just don't want to start over.
That or they think they can change people, and honestly, you can't change a person that's not already trying to change themselves.
Yeah, you cannot change nobody.
Get through this, or I can help them. That person ain't trying to change that about themselves.
No.
They like that about themselves.
Yep.
You can't force somebody to change something within themselves because you don't like it. Get somebody else. There's a million folks out here.
No, I'm not saying you can't help the person. Like, if you see, like, you like this person, but you see his style kind of like,
right, see, but that's different.
Yeah, it's like, it's a little basic. Okay, you be like, hey, babe, you know, I was shopping today and I ain't time. And, you know, you're trying to help him out.
Right.
But you're not trying to change him. And if he like it, he like it. If he don't, he don't.
And you dress nice and just, you know.
But you got to be comfortable with him.
But certain occasions, maybe he'll be willing to let you dress him. If it's like a fancy restaurant or something like that. Okay, you could dress me.
Yeah. But I feel like any man who really is like into his girlfriend, he won't let the girl dress.
He gonna be happy that the girl's trying to pick out clothes for him to dress him. Like, what?
Because like the same little thing for us that you thought about me, they feel the same way. Oh, really?
Oh, you got that for me? Oh, that is kind of nice. Oh, you want to match me? Or you want to, you know, like...
You gotta just make your partner feel good. Like,
yeah, all 2024. Make your, 2024 plus whatever. Make your partner feel good.
Make your partner feel good.
And stop staying with these niggas that you claim have red flags.
And, like...
If it's
you know.
Right. Like, just stop. And stop using the word red flag loosely. Because some of the shit I be seeing just be like, that's not it. It's a character flaw, maybe. But you just don't like those type of characters.
That's it.
Because some folks, they be like, red flag, oh, he's a Sagittarius. Oh, he's a... Like, what the fuck?
Bro, the whole zodiac sign thing,
There's like certain zodiacs, yes. I've seen certain types of traits, or there may be little things that, you know, a person who's under a certain sign may do, but y'all using that to characterize.
I don't even be like following it. Like, I know my zodiac sign because
you know it's you.
And I know it's certain things too where they're like, oh, okay, I kind of see that in myself. But to be like, ooh, you're a Gemini,
right? Like,
and you be like, what do you get on my face? Get on my face. Like, you one of them, man. You one of them. Like, you really gonna plan everybody you talk to off their zodiac sign? This man can be a whole serial killer. Oh my God, he's a Cancer. They're just perfect. But the man just buried 2 bodies in the backyard. Like, what are we talking about?
I don't know. I don't like the zodiac thing. I think it's cool and all. Like I have my sign tattooed on me, but like that's just because
it's just a part of you.
I'm born in that. But that don't mean that I'm like whatever y'all want to put under Virgos. I don't even. Yeah. They be saying all type of shit about Virgos.
I be feeling like people just use everything too loosely now. Like red flags, relationships, depression. Miss Therapist. I don't be trying to downplay people's feelings, but there's just no way all of y'all are depressed. You're not depressed. You're just like, I'm not trying to be funny. I'm so serious, but I'm not trying to be funny. But it's like, just because your homegirl is depressed does not mean you're depressed. You're just going through life. I'm sorry to tell you that, but sometimes life sucks, and you just gotta keep it pushing, and you just go through it.
See, there's that part right there. That's why some people just use the word depressed to use it, but then like people that I deal, or some people that I treat that are depressed or they have depression, like we actually test for depression before we, like, they don't just come to us and say, oh, I'm depressed. Yeah. There's assessments and stuff like that we do that let us know their rating scale on if they're depressed, anxiety, and stuff like that. And a lot of people who are depressed, they just don't have the correct coping skills to deal with certain situations. So kind of like what you said, you just going through something and you don't, it's life. You gotta move forward.
Yeah, you just never.
It's just the fact that a lot of times don't be knowing how to move forward. That be,
and they get
I want to say that be their problem, but that be their issue. Like they get stuck in that one situation and they can't get out of that, like that way. And then,
and everybody wants to have something wrong with them.
They do. They do. And as a therapist, I'm gonna say this: you can go to therapy without anything being wrong with you. Yeah. You don't have to have anything wrong with you.
Somebody to talk to who doesn't really know you personally.
Somebody to talk to, somebody that's not going to be biased, or you might have a bunch of thoughts or like things you need to talk through with somebody, and hear somebody who doesn't know you. They're not necessarily opinions, we don't give opinions, but just like guidance on certain situations.
Yeah, that help you help you realize how to get to your next step.
Exactly. That doesn't mean there's something wrong with you.
It just be like everybody wants something wrong with them. Like, you go on TikTok and my ADHD brain went out.
Everybody has ADHD. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
And at this point, it's ADHD and it's
something
being on the spectrum. And I'm gonna say this about being on the spectrum. Everybody in this entire world is on the spectrum. It's called a spectrum.
I'm seeing that.
Well, because it's called spectrum for a reason.
Exactly.
And it's just the normal part on the spectrum that most people are on. And it's just not talked about. Everybody in this world is on the spectrum.
And you know what's crazy? Like, seeing so many kids that I grew up with in school that was always like, just, you be like, dang, I wonder if they was,
they just on another part of the spectrum. Yeah. That's all.
But they were never tested for it. So you must be like, wow, they were like that. They just, she just like, oh, he's terrible. She's just this, that. No, like, something really wrong with them.
Right. But not, I don't want to say wrong, but,
Yes. Like, they acting out for a reason.
They just need to be, and that just is the whole, they just learn differently. Yeah. That's all it is. They just understand things differently. They learn differently. So they might be acting out because it's boring the way that you're teaching them. They can't focus on what you're teaching them. You gotta make a rap song. Like, I had a teacher that made raps, like, helped us learn stuff by doing rap songs. And so that is interesting. I'm not trying to sit and read no fucking book. Even in high school, I would rather make a rap song. I actually did our biology class. We did a song. It's on.
I didn't know you was rap.
We ain't gonna look at it though.
I'm gonna find it and I'm gonna put it in the episode.
Yeah, I think we called it Bones or something like that. But
you're gonna be at 3:00.
Oh, I thought you said 3.
Oh no. Yeah. So like, everybody wants something wrong. Everybody wants to like what's what. Like I said, you sound like an old person. Because it's these children, it's these kids.
Not even these kids, these parents. Because I want to backtrack a little bit because I was talking about teachers, right? So I seen the dude on TikTok, that teacher. You probably seen him too with the glasses. I don't want to miss Ginger or whatever the fuck, but I think he was gay. He had a little sad. He had a little sassiness in his voice. He was talking about how him, and then I seen this other lady who said that she called a kid. She called a child's mom because the child was acting up in class or something like that, and she was like, your daughter's just not listening. I keep telling her to do this. She doesn't want to do this. She keeps talking back.
And they'd be like, well, I'm going to tell you.
Yeah, she said that the mom was basically just like, well, you're her teacher. So,
and I feel like
you can't get her to listen to you. You telling me, like, the mom was like, oh, you telling me you can't get her to do this.
So you want me to basically discipline and raise your child?
Right.
When you the parent?
And then there was another one I saw, and the parent was like, and these are like, it's a female teacher, and it's like a female, mom or whatever. And these kids are like, maybe like 5, 6, 7, like that age. And the mom was like, if she doesn't want to do it, she's not going to do it.
I bet if I take this belt off, she don't want to do it.
Oh, but then you don't want to call the cops on me because I'm like, just like that.
That would be nothing like you like.
It's the parents that's our.
It's not,
unfortunately. It's the parents that are our age.
And it's not all parents because there are a lot of great parents our age. Like I can see them like people that went to school and back home. Like they really sit down with their kids every night, read them a book. They go through all their homework with them, ask them how school,
teach them about respect,
come to the PTA meetings, discipline them. But some of these other ones,
the kids act just like them.
There's no way you feel like every time your child come home, you did your homework, yeah, and you just leave it. You don't say, let me see it. You don't never what? You know kids lie?
Right.
Girl, when I was little, my granny would make me sit at the kitchen table, read a book out loud. And sometimes when you don't know the word, you kind of get like, well, she's like, we're back. Sound that word out. And I'd be like, ugh. But because of her, I started reading at like a more accelerated level. Mm-hmm. If she never did that, I probably would have fell behind. And I feel like you gotta take the time with your kids because if you don't, the teacher has like 10 other students in their class.
Exactly.
It's not that much one-on-one time in the world.
And you can't be mad at the teacher. How your kids
mad at me?
First of all, this is your child. You get mad at your child. You can't even get your child to do nothing. So why do you expect this teacher,
me,
with 10, 15 other kids, to sit here and go back and forth with your child and don't want to do nothing? No, I want to call you, and I expect for you as the parent to get on the phone with your child.
Come on,
say something to your child to make them listen. It's not my job to make your child listen. It's my job to teach them. And if I can't teach them because they're not listening,
and then it's something other students that I also have to teach. Exactly. They gotta get out of my class.
Right. Because now I gotta sit here and spend 30 minutes with your child, disciplining your child,
and I'm losing time with my other students. Like
that's not fair.
So now your child's behind, and now so my other students. Like. Come on now. They gotta do better.
And I don't get paid to discipline kids. This ain't discipline class. This is science class.
Hello. I'm supposed to be talking about the rocks and the magma and everything. Now
right. Not how you supposed to ask me or about you singing your 5-year-old singing Sexy Red in the class. I seen this other video. It was actually kind of cute.
No, I know what you're talking about. That's not cute.
Like,
that's not cute.
It was just, I would say it was funny, but it was like she had the kids sing their favorite song or something. And some of the girls were singing Sexy Red.
And then she bucket and everything.
Yes.
That's not cute.
She only had a couple of kids that sung like, kind of like regular, I don't want to say regular songs, but like, what's the regular song?
Like kid songs on the age level.
Songs on the age level or songs that aren't graphic like Sexy Red song.
But bruh, that's another problem. These kids don't have their own musical outlets.
Well, Kids Bop just needs to make their version of Sexy Red and Kids Bop just make because back in the day, Kids Bop used to have
they don't have a little Bow Wow, they don't have a Justin Bieber, they don't have a Raven Simone, they don't have a Cheetah. Like they don't have that.
They do,
and
they just don't listen. I'm gonna say they do, but their parents don't listen.
It was like one or two that I can think on the top of my head. That's like a kid friendly type of and that's it. These kids listen to Cardi B. They listen to Lotto. They listen to Sexy Red. And it's like...
See, I'm going to say this, though.
But that's the thing, though. Like, with them, no, it's not their job to be a role model. As a parent, you should be monitoring what your kids watch. And listen to... Now, I can't talk because my daddy was playing Hit 'Em Up when he was taking me to school in kindergarten.
But here's the thing, though. As our parents instilled in us or taught us, don't be saying that.
Exactly.
Because we was listening to what was hot on the radio, so that was what was out like Kanye,
Rihanna, early Beyonce,
Yin Yang Twins. One of my mom's favorite songs was
but still, even Soulja Boy, like he was kid friendly. He had the dance song, and then even though we got like teenage vibe,
it was a singing song. But also, we just knew our parents taught us, or we just knew. Don't be doing that shit at school. Don't be like you're not going to be singing these songs maybe with my friends.
If I see my child is standing on top of their desk,
shaking ass
to Sexy Red, I'm going to jail.
That's you go to that school and popping that ass, huh?
What?
I'm in front of everybody,
dragging them off the desk, taking them in the bathroom, and I'm wearing them out. And I don't want to beat kids when I have them, but
in certain instances, you got to.
Sometimes.
You got to. That's
sometimes. Bro, my daddy beat me one time. That's all it took. I never acted up ever again. Once. You was acting up in school?
So, like, there was this one time.
Oh, my God.
So, I went to a charter school. Hated it, by the way.
Because y'all charter schools are different here than the one we have in South Carolina.
It's a charter school that they got around the world.
What? But even still, like our charter schools back home, when it's in, like, the county, they follow the county rules. Y'all charter schools here, like, they are their own county. So it's just different. I don't know how to explain.
But KIPP operates the same in every state. Only reason I know is because we built one of our end of the year field trips. So end of the year field trip with KIPP, they take you, like, you go out of state or whatever. And it's really cool. But we went to other schools in other states. But KIPP is like,
so what did you do?
On thing. But okay, so there's this you can get detention real easily for stuff or whatever, and you'll have to stay after school on Wednesdays. And a lot of times I wouldn't tell my mom that I had got in trouble for something that I had detention or whatever. So you just go home. You don't go. But they asked, why you wasn't there, what you were doing. You need a note. This is that and the third. So I was very smart, but they were smarter because they actually check up on those notes that you write when you say
so you wasn't smart.
Oh, no, I forged my doctor's signature from an old doctor's note. I think it was from my eye doctor or something like that, or the dermatologist or something like that. It was funny though because my mom was like, "Oh, how did you do that?" Like she was real interested in the way I did it, but I basically put because it was a real document. I changed the date, and so I just put a white sheet of like a paper over the original stuff, and then ran it through the scanner, and I gave it to them, and I think they called the office.
You want me to beat you?
Because I got in trouble for it. No. I don't remember. So
my granny would have told me.
I don't remember getting it.
Because she hates lying, man.
Got in trouble. Like all my stuff was took or something. I had to stay in my room. And I sleep with the TV on. So a big punishment for me is telling me that I can't go to sleep with my TV on. So that was
you for sure sleep with your TV on, like on 100. Yeah. My God.
I do. It's comforting.
Girl, I wake up in the middle of the night.
And I'm knocked out.
Yes!
She told me, I think I used to have the Rugrats playing or something like that. And she told me I was asleep one time. And I guess it was real loud. And she came in and she turned it off. She said she went, by the time she got back to her room, I guess I woke up and she was pissed. Probably woke up out of sleep. It's comforting.
That's my piece. I had to sleep with my TV on too, but not that loud. Like, you're not be on 100.
I think I like to hear silence in my sleep because then I can focus on all the little things that's going on in the room.
You're sleeping. What's going on?
Not the TV. The TV is like surround sound. Oh, but speaking of beating kids, right? So I watched, Tommy. So
it's so many Tommy that I'm like, you gotta get a little serious.
Okay, Tommy Lee, the one from Love and Hip Hop. Yeah. So remember that whole controversy when they was like, she put her hands on her daughter at school.
Oh yeah, but she did a lot though. Like she dragged the girl by her hair, beating her in the love. Like that's a little.
I recently watched the interview because I guess people were trying to say like, oh, that's what she do to her kids, but it's not. So you want to hear what her daughter did? They had just got back from a flight, so she did her interview with Jason Lee. He asked her about it. They were talking about it, whatever. And she was really in her feelings about it. She was like, she never puts her hands on her kids, like she don't discipline them that way. But what her daughter did was so her daughter took drugs off a plane. They had just got back from somewhere. She took drugs to school, handed it out to the people in her class, got everybody extremely high. They were throwing up, stuff like that. They had to go to the hospital. The other kids had to go to the hospital.
Oh, yeah.
when you hear the reason, it's like
I don't want to drag her by her head though. But she was like, that's another thing.
But I think she was lying.
Never,
stuff like
probably
about that.
But that's nothing. I don't care how angry you are. You never discipline your child while you're angry. No, while you're angry. I don't care what I do. Listen, I'm gonna tear them up in front of you. I don't care. But you never hit them while you're angry because for one, you don't know your own strength. And for two, you don't know how far you're gonna take it. And you saw how mad she got. You never, like, you could tell what's in the bathroom for like an hour. Just let yourself calm down.
Just tell her to come to the bathroom with me so these folks won't see me put my hands on.
Lord.
That's why I said just don't do it. In that situation, I feel like any black parents would have beat their kid's ass because
girl, my granny,
she
probably would have grabbed me by my lip and dragged me to the bathroom.
Right, I think it's around like 14, 15, and she brought drugs. You bringing drugs to a school.
You trying to
people know
go to jail.
People know who your mom are. Who your mom is.
I don't know if mixing up.
I don't know what.
You stop being those.
But yeah, you bringing drugs to school, handing it out to your classmates, thinking you cool.
You're gonna catch a charge.
Everybody's sick. You don't know your mom's gonna catch a charge.
Yeah.
That was the other thing. She's like, you know, Tommy be in and out.
But she's a minor. Yeah.
So it's like, and people already look at her a certain way. So she was like, oh, she said, luckily she got for the drug part. She didn't. Tommy didn't get in trouble for it. Like I think the school they all talked it out, and she said her daughter basically lied and was just like, oh, I didn't know what that was. This is that the third. And Tommy was like, I know she was lying about that. Like you know what that.
Come on now.
But to not be in trouble with the school. But whatever, that's what her daughter was saying. But yeah, sent kids to the hospital.
Yeah, definitely. And a lot of parents, they could have pressed charges.
That was the other thing she was saying. Like, you don't know
what could happen. You just I'm stupid. Well, what time is it?
2:26.
Oh well, pal. We gotta close this one up.
We do. I think it was a good one. We talked about niggas. You know,
beating your kids.
Beating your kids, red flags, horoscopes.
You are funny. But these kids, they need a generational talent that's on the age level. They need it.
I don't know. Who? Dancing.
See, I don't even know who that is.
Dancing.
Oh, just dancing?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought somebody name or something.
But they're not gonna do that, I guess.
Yeah, like they need the next Soulja Boy or something, man.
They don't want the next Soulja Boy.
Cause you got these 6-year-olds and 8-year-olds rapping about being in the trap and this, that, and third.
Yeah,
you be like,
that little boy, little 13.
Yeah, it's like something like that. Yeah. Boy,
he rapping like he look dark and stuff. Honestly,
he really got the people. Grown men, I'm looking like, nah, see, this is, where's your mother? Where's your daddy?
Right there.
Where is your granny?
Getting paid from the rap song.
Right like, there. That's over, right. I was gonna walk in the door, my son, yeah, what? You making home?
Yeah.
How many you done?
Oh, yeah. His parents are.
I don't know, but I don't think he be going home. He looks like he be with his homeboys.
Probably his homeboys our age.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
These kids, they don't have like their own little, just a kid-friendly outlet.
See, but if their parents were their role models, then these other people that, you know, like these rappers and stuff like that wouldn't have such a high influence on them. Like for us, I feel like our parents were somewhat role models for us, or our caregivers or whoever. Yeah. They were somewhat role models for us, so we weren't sitting here like, oh, I want to be like Sexy Red, or oh, I want to be shaking ass like Sierra, or I want to be like whoever else.
Growing up, my dad, like, I mean, he still is, but he was like my hero. You know, you get older, you be like, okay, people human, he's not perfect. Like, he be wild.
They ain't no hero.
He be wild. But no, like he still is, but I just felt like he could do no wrong. You know what I'm saying? And like I didn't look at no rappers as, oh, that's my hero.
That's what I want to be.
My hero. So I was like, the kid's missing that too, man. But we're gonna close this one out. This is a great episode. I'm tired.
She need a nap.
I do need a nap, but gotta go make some money, honey.
Milk.
That concludes another episode of I Gotta Win a Lotto. Till next time.
Till next time, skid.